Real quick guys, before we get into the video, I want to let you know that if you're more interested in coins, then towards the end of this video, I'll be showing the close-ups of the coins that I featured in part 1 of this video, including some you haven't seen yet from my coin collection and also some tokens. So I hope you enjoy this video and thanks for watching. How's it going? You're watching Doyle's Digs, and this is part 2 to the video I made previously where I was just showcasing what I had found in the 4 months that I've been metal detecting. Focused more on coins last video, but I'm going to be focusing more on the random kind of relic-y type stuff that I found. This is a bunch of trash, and there's more trash up here as well actually, but most of the time I throw away my trash on site. Don't tend to keep any trash unless it's interesting type trash. You can see some of the stuff I have here is considered trashed, but to me it was first timers or things I found interesting that aren't exactly like the normal typical trash you would find. And I may or may not have mentioned in part 1 of this video that I haven't gotten out to metal detect as much as I'd actually like to since I got it in December, so very few things that I will be showing you is about all that I could have wrapped up relic wise, but I think I've still got a decent amount to showcase here and some of the things are rather interesting, so let's just get right into it. Alright, we'll just make our way left to right here, starting with this. I don't exactly know what it is, but you can see it's holed all the way through. And I was told that it could possibly be something to do with like brakes for an old truck or old car, but I have no idea. And this little guy right here, it's pretty obvious to see that this would have went into some type of tube for a tire or something like that. Moving on to this thing right here, I have no idea what this is either, and if anyone does have any clue what this could be, please let me know. I don't know what it could be off of. Found it on the beach, so maybe something off a boat, who knows. Got about a quarter of a Intel computer chip here. This was just in one of my random penny holes, and I thought that was kind of cool because I play guitar, so I thought I'd throw that in there. Sticking with the music theme here, I'm pretty sure these are some harmonica reeds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost certain that's what they are. On to my little tiny guys here. There's probably some ball bearings, those 3 rusty ones there. These are probably some various types of BBs that you would shoot out of little BB guns. And this is a Levi's jean button made of metal, so I would say decently old. I wouldn't know how old. I found it in the trails of a campground that's in the 50s region, so who knows. Remember I found this guy on the first day I had my metal detector. I was actually really excited about it. It's a baseball dog tag. Year 2000, Mosquito League. I had no idea what mosquito meant, but it's actually a league for baseball. Now this one was pretty cool for me because I'd seen some YouTubers before I even had my metal detector pull out some toy gun pieces, and I thought that'd be a cool relic to pull out of the earth. And this one's got some weight to it. I'd assume it's decently old. I can't really make out what it says on there, so I didn't really look it up. I couldn't find anything with the few letters that I did find, but kind of ornate, hey? And some little girl must be pretty upset that she lost her pink turtle bracelet at the beach. Maybe odd for a bucket list, but was definitely a bucket list item for me when I first got my detector because the house I live in has skeleton key holes and I was just waiting to find a skeleton key in the yard. So I'm sure I get enough can tabs for the rest of us, but these are the 2 ones that I kept aside because I'd never seen any quite like either of them. Let me know if you've seen ones like this, if they're common enough in your holes. If you know the years, you know, what era these might be from, let me know. Once again, admittedly, weird bucket list, but ring tabs definitely a bucket list item for me when I first got my metal detector. Happy to have 3. I just like old stuff, man, no matter what it is. Okay, so this I can imagine is off of some type of can as well. I just never seen it before, so if you're familiar with those, let me know. Most people like finding marbles in their holes. These are, what, half marbles? They're flat on the bottom? I don't know what to call them. But marbles. Alright, moving on to the toy vehicles. I really like pulling these out of the ground. This one looks like an old Ferrari F40. Still got that seat in there, so maybe if the passenger was wearing a seatbelt, he could get lucky. This is the only fully intact one I have. It says Matchbox Series N94 on the bottom, so it's older than me by 2 years. This is a smashed up fire truck, as you can see. It looks like someone took a hammer to the top, and that's funny because I used to do that when I was a kid with my toy cars. When I'd get bored of them, I'd smash them up with a hammer. Very weird tendency. And this one right here, no tire in the front left there. Class 1. Okay, so when I first pulled this out of the hole, because yeah, there's metal in there, Didn't know what to think, but I stared at it for a while, and I think it might be like, you see that nub on top? I think there might be like a string or something. Pull it to turn on a light, like a lamp, but I could be wrong. Alright, so I featured these beads in part 1 of this video, but I didn't really show them in their entirety, and I'd like to, because the middle medallion here, whatever you'd like to call it, is got some hand engravings on it, and that one right there, the little tiny one, looks like a shell to me. And on the beach that I found it in Mill Bay, that beach has those exact type shells on them that are kind of shaped like that. They're rather big shells, and I don't see them on every beach in BC, but they were there are abundances of those shells on the beach that I found this, and this was fairly deep, and all I could imagine was some, First Nations on the beach carving, and that's all I could imagine was looking at a shell, using it as inspiration for his carving. But that was my mind running wild. I have to get it looked at because I don't know what these engravings stand for, and they could be trading beads. I really hope so. Moving on, I have this very tiny in perspective Scotty dog pendant for a necklace here. It could be silver, there's no markings on it, and the paint is kind of fading away and exposing the metal underneath there. But it's little Scotty. Alright, this little piece, not gold or anything special, but I don't know if you can see that. Someone scratched little X's into it. 3 little X's. I thought that was kind of cool. So this little silver piece here was featured in part 1 of this video as well, but I thought I'd give it another look real quick. You can see that 925 on the chain that I featured in part 1 of this video pretty well now. Just a zipper off a jacket. Don't really know what this one is either. Let me know if you know what that is. Another question mark. Couldn't tell you what that is. Just some fishing line weights here. I used to lose these all the time. Alright, so I found this decently deep at the beach. And this is the side that I found it on first. And I pulled it out. And before I found this, I had no recollection at all that there was fake or replica coins out there. Just I didn't know. So I thought it was real. I thought it was real 1768 real silver right there, Spanish silver. But when I saw a copy in that print, I knew it was fake, and that broke my heart. So whoever planted this on the beach, thanks. This right here looks like a very ornate and old dresser drawer knob. I believe that's what it is. I'd say pretty old. This thing right here still baffles me to this day because I have no idea what it is, obviously, and it's got a nice green patina to it. I think it's pretty old as well. And speaking of ornate and patina, green patina on this spoon right here. It's the first and only spoon that I found fully intact, thank God. Bent. Didn't want to try to unbend it because you know how that works out. It's got designs all over it, all the way down the middle there, if you can see. So I don't know how old it is. I didn't really know they made copper spoons. I see the letters C, D, N, S there. I've already looked up close before. Looked up online, looked up C, D, N, S spoons. Nothing came up, but I think CDNS might stand for Canada, but who knows. This thing here keeps the log booms together when they take the logs out in the water with the tugboats. Gave me a nice prick when I took it out of the hole, thank you very much. If anyone recognizes the shape of this, go ahead and comment below because I can't figure it out. It's definitely broken about here, so it's coming off of something. Got a nice chocolate donut here. Nice and rusty. Old axe head. Old pickaxe head. Old saw blade head. My head. Old hose head. No, but in all seriousness, I like this one. Very old school. Nice and green. Dark green. Probably been in the ground for a while. Also, I found this machete in the ground. Never know what you're gonna find. Alright guys, let me know below if you liked any of that stuff that I just showed you there. We're going to get on to some close-ups now of these coins that I showed you in the first part of this video, including some that I haven't shown you yet. There you go guys, beautiful quality on that 1916 large cent right there. Love the details on the leaves. And just a quick peek at KG5 there on the reverse. It's a good close-up of the 1929 nickel here. You can see the 1 and the 9 is a bit dented there. The details on KG5's crown here coming out really nice on the nickel compared to the large cent. Only 10 years apart. This being 10 years newer, of course. So right here, 1942 small cent. It's the oldest small cent I have so far. And you can probably just make out KG6 looking to the left there and a bit of the lettering on the right, but pretty worn. You can probably make out the 1945 there on that weedy. And you can definitely see that. This absolutely immaculate condition 1945 small cent. KG6 on the back there looking to the left. Some weird stuff on the bottom, I can't figure out what it is. And pretty nice condition 1946 as well. KG6. And moving on to the SEX no cash value token. You can see it. It says it. Alright, this one right here, I don't know if it's old. Not too familiar with the Japanese Chinese hold coins. Now this one's super neat, 1966. I don't know who this is, I don't know where this is from. It says un peseta on the other side, you'll see. And this side is actually just so nice. But yeah, una peseta. Don't know where it's from, let me know. This one's neat too. I also don't know where this one's from. 1978. You'll see the reverse. Republic Française. So I don't know. French. I don't know where this is from. It's a cool looking coin though. Thought it was gold when I first dug it out of the hole, that's for sure. Tech Town token. It says famous players on the back with that maple leaf. I'm assuming that's the company that makes the tokens. I don't know. A little bit of Granville Island history there. The place hasn't been around for a long time in Granville Island. And what would any little token collection be without a 2003 Chuck E. Cheese token? Come on. This one's very neat. I don't know how it ended up here. The reverse is pretty cool. Originally when I saw it on this side, I thought it was going to be like really old for some reason. Now this one right here, I can't figure out how old this would be. So if anyone can figure that out for me, let me know. But that's an Israel coin right there. So if anyone's Israeli, let me know what that says. This right here is a 1995 Malaysian coin. Bank of Negara, Malaysia. Don't know much about it. It's got a cool reverse. So I'm not going to get too deep into my coin collection book or anything, but I just wanted to point out a few things in here that I did actually dig. So this 2 pence here, I did dig. I think it's 2012 or something. It's by no means old. This new pence here, I did dig. I think it's like 70 something, so not very old either. This 5 pence right here I dug as well. I think that's 2010 or 2009 or something like that. Then I have every small cent from 1961 to 2012 in here. Missing 1962 actually is the only thing I'm missing for some reason. 10-cent centennial. Just a collection of Olympic and rather rare quarters going on here, including the only $50 that I have. And some more Olympics. Then I just got some random American coinage in here too. None of it's dug except for this one you'll see right here. It's just a 2006 nickel there. It's the only one that I dug out of any of those. We got one that is a Delaware and Arizona, Fort McHenry, and Harper's Ferry. Then I have 4 Mexican peso coins, one of which here I actually dug. It's a 50 peso coin there, 1984. Oops, forgot about this one as well. This is an un peso. And right here I have a 1992 Kennedy $50 there. So I have 1 Canadian $50, 1 American $50, and I treasure them a lot. But I did not dig either of them, for the record. I got this one. I like this one. It's a 1969 20-cent Australian piece. It's a good year. And here we have 2 Australian $50, one 1997 and one 1981. Not dug. Well, alright guys, I think we're going to wrap the video up there. If you enjoyed the video, do hit the like button to let me know. And also comment below what your favorite part of the video was, or your favorite coin, or your favorite object you saw. And also comment below on what you'd like to see on this channel by any chance. If it's on your mind, let me know. plan on doing some live digs today, so might even be uploading another video later on tonight, but it depends. So hopefully we'll see you on the next one, and good luck out there. Thanks again. Have a good day.